Hello class, today we are going to start the purposes and function of art. We have different reasons for creating art, and most important part is expression of the artist, religion purpose, public purpose, memorials, the work of the just beauty, for creating beauty, for showing an event or history, that we are gonna look at them one by one. Talking about whatever that we see around ourselves. We want to make a dishes beautiful, we want to make our furniture beautiful, then designer, they're gonna make a beautiful design for the furniture, for the dishes, for other things. When you're looking at this, it can be a blanket that we are using. It can be our home architect that we are looking at this, and how they're making it, how they're using of the elements of aesthetic or beauty to create a beautiful home for us. How they, for example, for that uh, house that we are looking at, this artist architect coming and use of the flowers and design of flowers and make an abstract of them in all uh, over the place. And in this video you can see some of the videos that I connect. I have the YouTube link in your course that you're gonna watch them, and you learn more about these in the videos, and I'm not gonna talk about this a lot. So other uh, kind of the art that we see, it's not just the beauty of the appearance, it's the beauty of the soul, beauty of manner that we are looking at this. For example, for this uh, sculpture that we had for Greek, being calm, don't show your feeling. If you're angry, if you're very happy, if you're proud of yourself, if you suffering, don't show your feeling, but ideal shape of manner. Then we are seeing even in this uh, sculpture, the person won a game or match, he's very calm, then showing the beauty and balance and dignity of the person. Some of the art is, it's an art that it's beautiful. Look at the technique, look at the landscape that we have here. Everything's showing a beautiful technique, beautiful and naturalism, color, and so this is a beautiful work of art. And the beauty is different sometimes from culture to culture. Than if you're looking of a Chinese work and seeing the calligraphy on this, you notice that the calligraphy is very important for them. It's the beauty of calligraphy was even more important than painting. Then they're making beautiful calligraphy, and the purpose is beauty. Uh, Most of time we cannot see just one purpose in art. Not only it's showing the beauty of the calligraphy, it's showing the meaning, it's showing a story, it's showing an event and other shape of the beauty or purpose of art on this. So another kind of the purpose or function of art is showing some kind of the story, telling the story about mythology or about real history, about the life of somebody. then this is important too. And when we are looking of this one, it's coming from the mythology of Greek, and the story that you see, it's the myth of Bacchus and Ariadne, began with the Greek hero Theseus. If you remember, Minotaur, that it was a beast. The Ariadne was the sister of this beast, and when Theseus came to the island, uh, Ariadne fell in love with the Theseus and betrayed his brother and helped Theseus to kill the brother Minotaur, the beast that was half uh, cow and half human. So and Theseus falls in love with Ariadne, but only for a short time. They escape Crete, that was the island of the Minotaur, and after Theseus killed the Minotaur, and Theseus and Ariadne stopped to rest on the island of Naxos. So while Ariadne sleeps, Theseus sails away, abandoning her on the desert island, while Ariadne rests the god of wine, Bacchus, that you see he is in the first person in the crowd, saw her and fell in love with Ariadne. Falls in love, I'm sorry, instantly falls in love with her, and Ariadne eventually, after some other stories, becomes his immortal wife. Then this is a story that we see here. Then art is showing a story and imagination of the story. Uh, and sometimes you want to show like very postmodern shape of the Abraham, that we have the artwork that showing some kind of make her own home and community in this installation. Sometimes when we want to tell the story, we want to tell the story of ourselves. Then in these pictures, and it's a series of the pictures, uh, Wim want to show her life. Most of it happened in kitchen. The kitchen is center of her life, and whatever that happening here, she's making some picture of this to show what's happening in her life. You're gonna watch this video. It's a part of your this week study, and I'm not gonna talk about this more. A lot of time when we are talking about the art and beauty, we talk about that everything's that the art say must be beautiful, not must be, a way of the creating beauty is art. But art is not always showing the beautiful things. If you're looking at the William Hogarth Jean Lane here, it's showing the terror of alcoholism in London when they started to import gin, and it was very cheap. And you see the mother here that she's that drunk that the baby is falling from her arms, and you see somebody killed herself, and you can see the other things that all of them showing poverty, it's showing alcoholism, it's showing not beautiful things, but it's a alarm. It's for the people that what's happening in the society. We have the modern shape of this. What's people when we are looking at the work of the Jordan and see, okay, what we are doing with Earth. the effect of human on earth. It's a awareness for us that the art showing. And after that, we're looking at the art for public. Art for public, sorry, art for public a lot of times showing that we want to keep memory of some people, some heroes, some important persons alive. Then we make a commemoration for them. Commemorations is different from time to times who are heroes, who are important. Then one of the most famous one is Taj Mahal. It's the function of Taj Mahal is a tomb. Then it's not a mosque, it's not a palace, as a lot of people they think. It's a tomb of queen. And Shah Jahan was a king. He created Taj Mahal for the queen that passed away when she was giving birth to their 14th children. The name of the queen was Mumtaz Mahal, and after his death, king created this beautiful. Not he just commissioned it, and the other people made it for the queen. And the tomb of the Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan, both of them, is in Taj Mahal. So sometimes kings, like the kings share that we have from Congo, they're making a statue of these to uh, for the memory of the king. And we have Vietnam Veterans Memorial. The architect was Maya Lin. The story is very interesting because when they want to create this one, and everybody's must send the design for the memorial to the committee. Maya Lin was just sophomore student in Yale University, and he won the commission. And the V shape that you see, it's started with the name of the first person in Vietnam War that was killed or disappeared, and it's not based on the alphabet. It's based on date of disappear that the person was killed or disappeared. Then you're looking up the name of everybody. Then all the people that and veterans that they were killed in the during the war or even after that because of the wounds and other injury that they had. It's on this memorial. So then sometimes we're talking about the personal expressions. When I ask you that what is the purpose of art, what is art generally, most of you believe that it was the expression of artists. So you see that it's true, most of time it's true, but not always. But this one is one example as personal feeling of artists. Frida Kahlo, a Mexican artist, one of the very great artists. She had an injury when she was 18. So she survived, but she had pain always during all of her life until she died. Then you can see she's showing some things inside of the body that it's broken, the spine is broken, as she's showing the nails on the everybody in the body, that showing that she's in the pain. And the tears on her face, that exactly talking about the pain that she had in her life. So, but we are not always seeing that artists they show their feelings very representational and realism. Vasily Kandinsky, he wanted to show spirituality, but he believed that just colors, lines, and shapes are completely enough to show your feelings. Then you just have to feel some things from the painting, not sing everything. It's like a music. Then when the music you're listening to a music, you feel happiness, you feel spiritually, you feel sadness, then painting has to be the same. Then he started to show non-objective or non-representational kind of the art to show to express himself. And if you want to look at the one of the most important kind of art that we had, especially in the centuries ago, was uh, for religion, religious purpose for the art that show spirituality. And this is, we can see from centuries ago, we can see even in the work of cavemen, they're showing the religious purpose and spirituality. So, Saint Chapel in the Paris, uh, created in the Gothic times, and you see that we have everywhere we see that lights coming from the outside to inside, creating some kind of the very spiritual feelings with this light. Again, we have a video for that I'm gonna put it in your um, module. Then you're gonna watch the video. Then I don't need to talk about this more. The spirituality coming with the even you're looking of the mask, and this mask is not an art. The purpose is not just for looking of this, it's the function is that the magic man, or we call it magic man, but the medical man, magic man, or anybody that wear this mask, actually they change from a ordinary person to a person that it's um, spiritual. It's a spiritual man, have a power from the divine, and then the purpose is not just for looking of this and enjoying it. Spirituality can come with some modern way, very, very modern way, like that you're looking of the work of Shiraze Hoshiari, and in this one, she's showing light, she's showing meditation. If you're looking of the small lines, you have to have some kind of the, it's like a meditation to create all of them, and the movement of this light and hope, and we are looking of very non-representational shape of art. We are not looking of realistic one. And other purpose, art for political purpose. We are in election days. We see it right now in posters, and we look at this everywhere. So let's first start with the elections. Okay, elections is in 2020, and when you're looking at this one showing okay that it's a political poster showing that we have two candidates from two parties, and they are candidates for uh, presidency. So how Trump represent himself. When we are looking after this poster, we see in the Trump 2060 the most important sentence was "Make America Great Again." So the 2020 is continue of this. It's a keep America great again. But how he represent himself in this one? He represent himself like, just look at this poster, Superman. Then he had to be Superman to uh, just keep America great. Then this is how he represent himself. He's a Superman. He wants to just keep America great, and he's um, protecting everybody's. And he's going to Joe, Sleepy Joe. Then how he represent the other candidate? It's not just from President Trump. It's the poster with the political purpose. Then it can be made with any other person. I'm not talking that the Trump create this one, showing him as a very old man and sleepy, and he cannot do anything. Then this is the election that we are looking at this. Okay, look at the where these colors coming and what is the purpose of this. So how they're going against the against Trump, Barack Obama's poster and Biden, but if in 20 years or 25 years you're looking at this poster, you have to just explain for everybody that okay, again using of the same poster, and instead of hope it's a nope, okay, or showing the again. This is another political purpose that we see in the Supreme Court building. When you're looking at the Supreme Court building, you see that this is the design that's coming from classical time, that is coming from Greek. So why they have to show the U.S. Supreme Court with the Greek style in U.S.? What had Greek? The Greek, they had great beauty. The beauty and the classical beauty started with them. Then it's a symbol of beauty. What started in Greek was democracy. We are not saying that they had a great democracy, but it started in Greek. Then the Supreme Court is symbol of democracy too. And this is in US, and like Greece, it's a very powerful country. Then all of them is showing some political message behind the beauty of the building. So when we are looking at the next style, what you see here, this is Supreme Court. But what happened? It's coming down. It's not powerful. It's not the symbol of democracy. It's fall apart. Then the political purpose of the artist is showing that we don't have that much democracy or great judgment for ourselves.